Welcome to Immigration Guide Australia, your trusted place for clear and simple information about Australian immigration. On this channel, we compare different types of Australian visas, immigration pathways, and opportunities to help you understand which option may suit you best. Whether you're planning to study, work, migrate, or settle in Australia, our goal is to guide you step by step with easy comparisons and honest insights. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Immigration Guide Australia for more immigration updates and comparisons. Big changes ahead for Australia migration. Australia's immigration landscape is shifting in 2026. And whether you're planning to study, work, settle permanently, or apply for a visa, you need to know what's changed this February. From government migration targets staying steady to tighter student visa evidence requirements for key countries like India, Nepal, Bangladesh, and Bhutan, there's a lot happening right now. There are emerging reforms aimed at balancing skills shortages with community concerns, as well as legal crackdowns on visa compliance and integrity. In this update, we break down the latest Migration 2.0 developments, what they really mean for applicants, and what you must do to stay ahead. If you're on any visa pathway, from international student to skilled worker or family stream hopeful, this migration snapshot will save you time, confusion, and stress as Australia continues to reshape its immigration system. Migration cap and permanent visa planning. What's staying the same? As of early 2026, the Australian government has opted to keep the permanent migration cap the same as last year, with 185,000 places allocated for this program, just as it was in 2024 to 25. Around 70% of these places remain dedicated to skilled migrants, with family and special eligibility streams making up the rest. This continuity means that while policy wording and procedural emphasis may evolve, the overall quota for permanent visas will not suddenly surge or shrink. This steady approach is intended to give the job market, universities, employers, and visa applicants more predictability, even as debates around housing and workforce pressures continue. For many applicants, this means your strategy still has to reflect competition within existing numbers rather than rely on big increases in total slots. Student visa, integrity, and evidence levels. A tougher path. One of the most talked about changes going into February 2026 is Australia's tightening of student visa evidence requirements for applicants from key South Asian countries, including India, Nepal, Bangladesh, and Bhutan. The Department of Home Affairs has raised these countries to the strictest evidence level under the Simplified Student Visa Framework, meaning significantly more documentation and stronger proof of genuine study intent is now required. This isn't just extra paperwork. It's designed to enhance visa integrity and reduce fraud or not. While this adds layers of checks, it also signals Australia's dual goal of maintaining quality in its international education sector while still remaining open to genuine students. Anybody applying from these regions should carefully review the updated requirements, prepare comprehensive documents, and consider early submission to avoid processing delays. Skilled migration and priority sectors, where the opportunities are. Although the total migration cap hasn't changed, the focus on skills-based migration pathways continues to sharpen. The skilled stream still commands the majority of permanent visa places, and occupations in health, aged care, clean energy, engineering, and advanced manufacturing are being prioritized. This alignment with workforce demand means skill set, accreditation, and competitive scores matter more than ever if you're targeting permanent residency through the skill-based route. For seasoned professionals and in-demand talent, this trend presents a real opportunity, but it also raises the bar in terms of preparation, qualification, recognition, and strategy. It's not just about submitting an expression of interest, it's about positioning yourself in a field Australia really needs right now. Pathway and compliance developments. New rules you must know beyond caps and priority sectors. Operational changes are reshaping application outcomes. A new rule requires Pathway 1 applicants, such as those seeking recognition of overseas qualifications, to complete a language, literacy, numeracy, and digital LLND assessment, alongside their evidence documents. Across the board, compliance enforcement is increasing, with authorities more rigorously monitoring visa conditions and cracking down on breaches. Recent AFP charges against temporary visa holders for failing to meet visa-mandated conditions highlight how seriously compliance is now treated. These developments underscore a broader shift. Australia still welcomes migrants, but expects strict adherence to visa rules and transparent documentation at every step. Tips for applicants in February 2026. Strategic moves. If you're preparing to migrate to Australia this year, here are some practical steps to stay competitive. First, double-check your documentation, especially for student and skill-based visas, to match any new evidence thresholds. Second, know that timelines may fluctuate due to increased integrity checks and application volumes, so submit early. Third, research state nomination and regional options. These often provide a strategic edge within capped places. Lastly, stay informed on policy news, because even small adjustments can influence visa eligibility and processing. In this fast-evolving landscape, informed and strategic planning is your greatest asset. Conclusion. What migration means for you. Migration 2.0 in Australia is not just a buzzword, it's the lived reality of how immigration policy is changing in 2026. With steady planning levels, sharper student visa scrutiny, a continuing focus on skills, and more stringent compliance measures, both opportunities and challenges are evolving together. For potential migrants, staying informed, prepared and proactive will be key to navigating this environment successfully. Whether you're aiming for study, work, or permanent residency, understanding these updates gives you the clarity to plan with confidence. Stay tuned for our next update as new data and policy shifts emerge throughout the year.